What is up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Go Countdown video. Today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon League and how exactly they might make the Pokemon League in the game. So, obviously, Team Atlas Go did make a video on this, and it's been pretty heavily covered at this point. But I do have a couple ideas on how it might be a little bit different than his version of it, and maybe how they could implement it in the way we'd expect from the mainline game. So, let's get right into it. So ideally, obviously, they would include something that would decide the best trainer in the world, and it would be a worldwide tournament of sorts. I love that idea. I think that's a fantastic idea. I think that they could actually pull that off because they do have live events and everything with Ingress, so what's to say they couldn't do that for Pokemon Go as well, right? But more likely, I think, is that they'll make it so after a certain amount of gyms that another screen on the main menu opens up and that you can actually go and fight the Elite Four as a separate entity alone. So, like, you can think of it like the normal game is just in the real world and then you have to go around and find the gyms and everything. But then during that, you have a screen that's locked that you can never really get to unless you've beaten all the gyms that you need to. And then eventually it unlocks, and that's the Elite Four challenge. And then you fight the Elite Four and then a champion of some sort. Now, obviously, this is the more boring answer of the two, but I do think that it still is pretty equally possible because I doubt they're going to actually have worldwide tournaments unless it's something that they do actually over Wi-Fi, which is something that I don't think that they've confirmed in any way whatsoever. So definitely really out on the edge here as far as speculation goes, but anything speculating on an Elite Four or a Pokemon League of sorts is going to be heavy speculation at this point. Now, I really do like the idea of a world tournament, and I do think that they could do something similar to the VGC challenges and the TCG challenges that we see on a regular basis now, where they go around different areas and have big get-togethers where tons of people come to compete, especially considering how accessible Pokemon Go is going to be. I do think that that's going to be a really great thing that they could do, and I think in some capacity they will end up doing it. Just maybe not for a league challenge of sorts, maybe for just actual boss battles or other sorts of events like trading. Now, obviously, I don't know for sure whether or not they're going to include this into the game, but I do think that it would be great if they had either a world tournament of sorts or an endgame of sorts for people that have just completed pretty much everything else. I think that it's fantastic when you have something that you can look forward to as a final challenge, and a lot of games often miss that, so it's something that they could do really, really well, and in a mobile game, nevertheless, making it so a lot of people want to get to that point. And that's about all I have to say on this topic. I know there's not a whole lot to say, but honestly, I just really want some sort of world tournament of sorts. If they're separate entirely from a Pokemon League, then I'm totally fine with it. I totally get it. But I really want a tournament, like a world tournament where everyone gets together that can make the trips to their specific region, state, however you want to call it, and then eventually have an actual final world tournament to find the best trainer. I think given the combat system being something that's reminiscent of the mainline games, that could be actually really possible. Obviously, again, we don't know the combat system yet, but that would be really cool. And that's going to be about it for this one, guys. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're enjoying the Countdown series so far. It's almost over, guys. Not the whole series. Obviously, I'm going to be doing countdowns to other content, and it's probably more going to revolve around news than other speculation. But I do want to say thank you for all the support you've given me so far in it, and it's been a lot of fun doing it, and I really, really enjoy this type of just making videos and then sort of coming up with ideas and everything and then making another video the next day. It's kept me on a schedule. It's really, really nice, and I really appreciate the support, so thank you guys so much for that. Hope to see you back here tomorrow for the next countdown video. Till then, peace. Getting really close, guys.